It's the Southampton Whalers taking on the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls in this freshman division matchup here on the LI Sports Network. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening. I'm Magnus Healy. Working the board and producing for me tonight is Brady Campbell and the wonderful Wally Mitchell on the camera, per usual here on the South Rinks. As I had mentioned at the top, Southampton taking on Smithtown, kind of polar opposite teams as far as what they've gone throughout their first 4 games this season. Southampton, we'll take a look at them, 1-3 coming into this. They did have that one win, and they're coming off of it on October 22nd, their most recent win over Smithtown Freshman Blue, 12-1. A commanding victory, as they've never really struggled on offense. 4 goals and 5 goals in their first 2 games, respectively. So it's about kind of setting the tempo and continuing to play, and they've been led by Martin O'Sullivan and Aiden D'Angelo. Those are their 2 guys. Their go-tos down low. They've been playing back out at the top. They're 2 very physical sticks that have helped them get that win and put up these goals thus far. As we look on the other side for Smithtown Hauppauge, for Endo, it's kind of, if you know, and you're an avid Suffolk County High School Hockey League watcher here, you know that Smithtown Hauppauge has 2 teams, a blue and a red version. We're looking at the red version today. 4-0 coming into this matchup. They are coming off of a dominant win against Northport Freshman Blue. I was on the call for that game, actually. I'm looking at my board for it right now. 12-4. The offense has never been a struggle. 10 and 12 goals, respectively, in their past 2 matchups, and only 2 and 4 goals allowed. So they've played great in goal, and that's credit to Peter Murator, who is really a brick wall back there. And it helps when you have guys that just fly up and down the ice. Between Wogelmuth, who is one of the better guys I've seen in this freshman division in transition. He's phenomenal at skating backwards. He plays really good in between the 2 blue lines, and he's been a true testament to this defense for this Bulls squad. As we look, head coach Jeffrey Lakowitz, he's led them to success last season. They won the freshman championship, going 19-0-1 and finishing 4-0 in the playoffs. A dominant run by such a heavily favored franchise, I guess you should say. You know, they're feared. It's typically them and St. Anthony's at the top in the varsity division. We'll see some changes this year, though. But it's they've kind of run the Suffolk County High School Hockey League, and we'll see that come through play tonight. But if you're Southampton, you know, you're going into this game 7 goals against the game to 7 goals a game. You're winning by such minute margins of 2 to 3 goals, which in the scope of things in hockey and such a high-scoring affair is not that much. So if you could kind of just, as a team, play up to the competition that is Smithtown Hauppauge, I think you'll find yourself in a good position to win tonight. As we take a look, if you're looking on tonight, Southampton is wearing about consider that maroon, I guess you could say. Maroon and gray uniforms, skating from right to left. They are the guests for tonight's matchup. And on the other side, the Rangers-esque uniforms for Smithtown Hauppauge, skating from left to right. As that buzzer will conclude our pregame warm-ups. Pucks will be collected, and we'll head to the blue line for the national anthem here on the Long Island Sports Network. And we're back on this freshman matchup here on the South Rinks on the LI Sports Network. I'm Magnus Healy, and we are looking against Southampton and Smithtown Hauppauge here in the netminders. I know I'd given so much praise to Peter Murator at the top of this broadcast, but it's Tyler Thompson, the other goalie for this Bulls squad. He'll be the netminder tonight for Smithtown. On the other side, Southampton also making a switch. Leonidas Teriazos was originally in net, but tonight it's Scott Armazuich III. So we'll see him. Two netminders new to either side tonight as we are waiting the opening faceoff here at the center of the ice. Puck waiting to be dropped. Skating with eagerness to get started here tonight as it looks to be Minardi, and that'll be Kern. Here we go. Sticks are clanking. Everyone's ready. And we're underway here on the South Rinks, and the Whalers will win it now, led by McCourt. McCourt through the neutral zone, looking to get something started, dumps it down low to Kessler at the top point. Kessler dangling through some defenders, but a good stick check coming from Kern, as here we go now. Mucha with it on the far side for the Bulls. He'll bounce it off the boards into the neutral zone, and it's handled by D'Angelo. The big stick that I had mentioned at the top, who's been a huge part, as Minardi will now handle it again. He's the quick one on this roster. We have tall, large, short, tall, and a check into the far boards as they'll head down low, led by Minardi, but some stick checks coming as he'll take it around the net, look for something up top, drags the puck and just dumps it back out top to D'Angelo, who misses on the one-timer, as now the Bulls will have it, row with it across the neutral zone into the offensive zone, centering bid out in front, and a goal, that appeared it stuck through his legs, and that's an opening score for the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls, as we'll take another look at that. Let's see who got that. You see Rowe has it down low at the top point. Beautiful centering bid just through two defenders. That was a beautiful pass. And I believe that's Kern, Logan Kern with the goal for the Bulls to start off. So a 1-0 lead, Smithtown Hauppauge over the Southampton Whalers here with less than a minute gone off in this first period. Goal coming from, yes, Logan Kern, Brody Rowe on the assist. So action early from the Bulls as they'll look to win the opening faceoff, but it's quickly taken away and handled now by Craig for the Whalers. Down the near boards, Mills trying to fight it. It's pinned in the far corner. Who will walk away with it? It will be Mills, but a pad save coming from Armazuich. As back up top they go. Mills has it. Shot down low, bounces wide. 13:44 to go, a 1-0 Bulls lead, and another wrister coming, but no goal to come for it. Orth with it back at the near point. Sends it down low, looking for Scotty. He can't find it as behind the own net they go, led by Harrington for the Whalers. Back and forth we go in the offensive zone for the Bulls. As now Harrington will have it, looking to clear it. Can he? He will. Back and forth they go between Craig now, as Craig will handle it in front of his own net. Dangerous, but dangles through some defenders, dumps it through the neutral zone, but just past the outstretched stick of Goldstein, as we'll send it around for Orth now, near his own net towards the red line. It's pretty back and forth. The Whalers, despite the early goal, playing some pretty solid defense near the boards, as it's through the neutral zone, just past the stick of Magnata, as Catalanata will have it now. As down they go, catching with it for the Bulls. Wrister through traffic, wide. Mills with the rebound, shot out in front. It rattles, but a save coming from Armazuich. And with 12:42, we see our first stoppage on a save coming from Scott Armazuich. But nonetheless, a 1-0 Smithtown Hauppauge lead over the Southampton Whalers. And an ozone face-off coming, as some wholesale line changes for either side, but an ozone face-off for the Bulls will be taken by Stiletto, and they won't win it. It's back out top and a whiff, and now they've got numbers. Down the ice they go, led by Minardi, a one-on-one with the net, dangling through, stops, spin move, he shoots, and it's a save. What a job from Tyler Thompson. His first opportunity of the night. We take a look at that again, as Cam Minardi had it through the neutral zone. One man to beat, he gets him, and he elects, instead of just to go for the shot, I guess he didn't have the angle, stops short, spins around, tries to fling it through, but a great job from Thompson, staying focused on the puck. As back up top, and a bad save again from Tyler Thompson, showing off his skills tonight early. 12:20 to go. It's pinched in the near boards. Will it be jarred free? It will, but back out to the top from McCourt. McCourt loses it, and now they've got it down the ice, led by Stiletto. Soletto with it on the far side. Centering bid just past the stick there of Katchen. Is down the ice they go now, led by Kessler. Kessler up top, and an offside's called. Any stoppage here with 12:01 to go, and a line change coming for both sides, and it appears that the Whalers are a little bit shorthanded on their bench. Maybe that's just my eyes. It does appear, but, you know, we had mentioned at the top that Smithtown Hauppauge has a lot more men to fund a team than the Whalers might, as they've got a blue and a red variety, but the faceoff is bounced for in the neutral zone, eventually won and taken by Beccarelli. Beccarelli still looking for his first goal of the season, has an assist though. Can't find it here though. Goldstein with it on the far side. It's taken away quickly by Melendez. As they lose the puck, that's Merritt Bestrain Emtage. That's a mouthful, but I got it out nonetheless as she looks to clear it. She can't, but the Whalers have it nonetheless through the neutral zone now, led by Craig. Craig centering, but just past the stick of McNamee. As McNamee will follow it though, send it back around to Craig, but Craig will lose it, and now the Bulls heading through their own defensive zone quickly, led by DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo the far side, dangling through some defenders around Goldstein. He'll send it around the net, looking to get Beccarelli on the other side. He will. 11-10 to go in the first period. Beccarelli back to the top point. Shot down from Napolitano, and a glove save from Omarzuich. The third in his family tree. As 11:04 to go in this first period. Smithtown Hauppauge looking to continue to be undefeated, as they didn't lose at all last season, only a tie, but still an undefeated season in my books. As 4-0 thus far, will they advance to 5? Face-off 1, back up top to Orth, wrister wide. As D'Angelo will have it, take it around his own net, looking to clear it for the Whalers. He will, dangerous out in front. It's stolen, out battling behind the net. Kern has it now for the Bulls. Kern looking to get something. Dangling around, he looks to shove it through, but a great stick check from D'Angelo. Puck rattles out in front of the net, but it's finally cleared for the Whalers, as D'Angelo will send it around the boards. And it's met up top there by Miseretta. Back down low. The Whalers need a clear. D'Angelo's toying with it a lot as Kern gets a steal, but back to D'Angelo he finds. As back and forth we go, from point to board, nonetheless. Orth with it now, skating backwards in his own neutral zone. Rose sends it, it's pinched on the near boards. Who will walk away with it? Looking for something. Battling for it now, as they'll have it. Whoa, and a big check at the blue line. A big hit from Wogelmuth. I had mentioned he played physical, showing it there early on the hit to Minardi, but Minardi quickly back up, and he has the puck in the neutral zone. Sends it down low. And can Mistretta meet it on the far side? He can, but he's being checked as, once again, Wogelmuth playing physically. Orth getting involved there as well. As back around we go. D'Angelo tangled up with Wogelmuth, two of the biggest guys on this ice, getting involved. You don't want to see that. As now handling it for the Whalers is McCourt. McCourt across the neutral zone. He'll get it into the stick of Minardi. Minardi dangling around some defenders through traffic, takes it wide, but it's intercepted quickly by Mucha. Mucha with it now. 9:23 to go in this first period through the neutral zone, but D'Angelo gets a stick involved. D'Angelo over there to McCourt. Pinch in the far side. McCourt taking it around his own net. Looking for something. Tries to send it through the neutral zone, but intercepted by Mills. Mills has got speed now. Dangling through 1, through 2. Wrister wide. Rebounded by D'Angelo, as D'Angelo looked to clear it. He does. Battling back and forth, and eventually Bestrain Empage will walk away with it now. Dishes it through the neutral zone. Intercepted quickly. Mills has a stick on it for a second, but can't walk away with it. An offsides whistle again with 8:45 to go in this first period. Smithtown Hauppauge seemingly kind of playing keep away from the Whalers thus far. Whalers only had 1 shot on goal. Does come. It was a valiant effort from Minardi, but an even better save as he can't best Thompson in the net. I don't agree with, it was a fancy move. If it ended up in a goal, I wouldn't be saying this right now, but I feel like should have just went for the shot. Maybe Minardi didn't feel he had the angle, but that's why he's on the ice and I'm in the booth. As back to the top they go. Nicoletta sends it down low, but intercepted back out in front. Katchen has, he loses control of it, making up for it. Down lower the Whalers is back up top to Napolitano. Napolitano stick checks, takes it wide, coming back in circle, sends it around the net, looking to shove it through. Can't. Stick check coming from Harrington. Back up top for Nicoletta as He'll send it down low. Harrington sends it around the boards, looking to clear for the Whalers. 8:11 to go in this first period. A 1-0 Hauppauge lead as it's shot, but nonetheless cleared by Harrington again, dumps it into the neutral zone. Bodies fly on the far side as a little scoop, and the puck goes into the Smithtown Hauppauge bench. So another stoppage with 7:57 to go in this first period. Smithtown Haupauge's only goal tonight from Logan Kern with only 49 seconds shaven off in this first period. A quick goal came with 14:11 to go. So Smithtown Hauppauge making a statement early as they kind of lull you into a sense of comfort, as they did that with Northport Huntington. They had almost only a 3-goal lead, shot wide coming there at the top from DiLorenzo. But as I was saying, as he tries to shut me up, as they have it again, Stiletto with it. Can they clear it so I can get my thought out? They can. They send it back down low. Action continues here on the South Rings. Back and forth. Behind the net they go. This time led by Melendez as loses control of it. Catalanato had it for a second, as now D'Angelo looking to clear it through his legs, back and forth, and finally they have the chance. Down the ice led by McNamee. Now with it is Vergara, is back and forth. Craig has it. Craig looking for something, centering bids, got McNamee, shot through traffic off the shin pad of DeBow as he finds himself checked into the boards out in front. Craig with a shot and a stick save from Thompson as it's in the near corner. As D'Angelo's got it at the blue line, surveying, decides to take it wide at the far point. And elects to slow his pace down through the neutral zone. He goes, now building up some speed, dangling through some defenders, one-on-one, stick checks coming, and he loses control. Great job coming from Stiletto as back and forth the puck goes. 6:44 to go in this first period. And the thought that I was trying to get out, I have since forgotten. So, we'll get back to hockey here on the LI Sports Network. And the whistle is blown, and I believe that'll be a penalty coming on McNamee. No, I believe it was just an offsides. My apologies, folks. He pointed at McNamee, and McNamee's head dropped, but nonetheless, nobody in the box for either side. And a neutral zone faceoff coming with 6:37 to go in this first period. Puck drop, and it's won by the Whalers, led now by Harrington. Harrington bounces it off for Kessler. Kessler fighting with Napolitano of the Bulls. It's won by Minardi. Minardi shot, pad save out in front. Kessler's got it. He tries to shove it through. He can't. Shot wide. And now has it is McNaughton. McNaughton with it. Back and forth they go. Rebounded. And the Bulls will finally have the option to clear it as they head down the ice with speed. As Melendez has it to DiLorenzo, but it's cleared quickly out of harm's way by Harrington. It's sent down the ice. Whistle blown, and that comes in icing with 6:06 to go in this first period. If you're Southampton, you're almost in a sense kind of content with only a goal allowed on the best team in your division, but also you'd like to try to even this one up. Maybe get a power play and advantage for the Whalers. We'll see as puck drop again. DiLorenzo can't win it. Harrington will flip it around the boards as he's done throughout the entirety of this first period as they look to dump it through the neutral zone, but it's intercepted by Napolitano. Napolitano loses it, and now they've got it. Minardi's got Kessler to his left. Minardi dangling through, shot wide, pad save from Thompson, as now the Bulls will have it with speed down the ice, led by DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo loses the puck on a back check from McNaughton. DiLorenzo whiffs on the pass, but it's dumped on through the neutral zone. 5:36 to tick by, and a 1-0 Smithtown Hauppauge lead. A line change coming for the Whalers as some checks into the far boards. They didn't the referee, but he is okay. As it's fought for in the near corner, and unfortunately Armazuich could not stop it as he elects to keep play going as this battle in the far corner. Won eventually and chipped through their own offensive zone. Craig's got it now. Craig to Minardi. Minardi dangling through some defenders, takes it wide, drags the puck. Blocker save out in front, and a clear coming from Logan Kern. Stopped short in the near corner. He'll look to get it through, being fought for quickly by Craig, as now Napolitano has it in front of his own crease. Dangling through some defenders, nifty move. McNamee has it now on the near point, out in front for Craig. Craig backhanded pass, and a great job by Wogelmuth to get that out of harm's way for the Whalers. Is some aggressive stick checks coming from Brody Rowe as he'll win it in the neutral zone in the fight with McNamee. He'll have it far, wrister, and a blocker save coming from Armazuich. 4:34 to go in this first period. Wogelmuth at the far point, wrister through traffic, out in front, and a save again from Scott Armazuich. Wrister again from Wogelmuth, and a glove save. Wolgemuth firing shots left and right towards this Whalers cage, but only one goal to show, and it wasn't one of his own, but nonetheless, the Bulls with a lead as you look to hope, if you're the Whalers, get something going slowly but surely and end up on the offensive side of this ice, get down the sheet, get something out in front for a guy like Minardi, who's played great in the point through the slot. As now an ozone face-off for the Bulls. Kern will lose it. Back to the corner they go. Back and forth, it bounces off a shot. Out in traffic, rebounded, and we're good. Through the neutral zone they go. Minardi's got it. Minardi, wrister through traffic, but a stick check coming from Kern. Rebound out in front. Across the crease it goes, but he can't find the stick of Magnotta. D'Angelo with it in the neutral zone, toying with these Bulls defenders. Can't find Magnotta, as now down they go, led by Nicoletta. Nicoletta on the far side. Far corner, behind the net they go. D'Angelo's got it. As through the neutral zone they go, led by Kessler. Kessler loses the puck, though, on the stick check from DeBow. Back and forth. Kessler with it now. Big stick swing, but nothing to show for it. As it's just back and forth between the lines, is finally an opportunity for Kern. He stops short as they got some line changes and let his men reset, and it goes off the far boards there from Nicoletta. Orth with it now, but now Minardi's got it. Loses the stick, though, on a great check from Mucha. Mucha will handle it for the Bulls now with 3:18 to go in this first period. Rowe with it in the neutral zone. Across the blue line, dangling through some defenders, stops the puck, drags it through, protects it, loses it once again, though. Kern with it now. Kern loses it to Goldstein. Goldstein over to D'Angelo for the Whalers, and now the Whalers have turned the tides. Through the neutral zone they go. D'Angelo with it now, dangling through some defenders, takes it wide, stick check coming, and a great job at Wolgemuth near the paint. Wolgemuth will clear it for the Bulls through the neutral zone, and Rowe will chase after it quickly. He's got an opportunity. He's wide, stops short, sizes it up, shot through traffic, wrister wide. They've got it now, back up top. Orth, wrister off the pad there of Craig. Fighting for it in the near corner, back and forth we go. Mills has it now. Mills looking for something. Puck's pinched in. Will it be jarred loose? It will. Behind the net they go, led by Logan Kern. Logan Kern trying to shove it through. Being pushed. Great checks coming from McNamee. He gets it to the boards and gets it out of harm's way, but now here we go. Some jawing going on. Back up top, wrister and a glove save. And finally a stoppage with 2:17 to go on the shot from Liam Wolgemuth. As Smithtown Hauppauge getting a flurry of shots off on this chilly fall. Is it fall? Yeah, it's fall. October is over. We're into November here at the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. As now Wolgemuth will have it in the neutral zone, bounces it off the boards and to the stick now of Harrington. He'll send a saucer down the ice. Now led by McCourt. McCourt now to Kessler. Shot waves. And now it's fought for by Mills. Mills will walk away with it for the Bulls, looking to clear it. Mills through his own defensive zone, gets it through on the other side. Struggling is Scotty, gets it through though. Mills, wrister off the head there, it looked, of Harrington, as he's played some phenomenal defense with his whole body, and no penalty called on that check in the far boards from Mills as they'll go for it. Scotty kicks it loose with his skate. Mills on the far boards. Mills drops it wide, shot out in front. Scotty on the rebound, and a shot wide. Back up top to Orth. Orth sends it back down low, and we play the same game we have been this first period. Up to top, up to top. Back and forth we go for the Bulls. 1:18 to go in this first period. Finally, the puck jars loose, finds some space. Scotty with it now. Scotty looking to get it up top to Wolgemuth. He can't, intercepted by Minardi. They collide at the far point. Mills looking for it. It's finally cleared by Harrington, finds Orth, shot wide. Scotty with it now. Scotty to Wolgemuth at the top. Wrister through traffic, blocker save, rebound out in front, and he scores! John Mills with the goal, and Smithtown Hauppauge extends the lead to 2-0 with 55 seconds in the first period. You see Scotty has at the far point. Back up top to Wolgemuth. Through traffic, and a good pad save initially by Armazuich, but unfortunate, it rebounds out in front, and even with as many Whalers as you had there, you couldn't walk away with it, as they shove it through the net for a second goal coming in this first period, this time from John Mills. But the Whalers will win the faceoff. McNamee wants redemption. He has it now. McNamee sizing it up, shot wide. Pad save, and Nicoletta has it now. 45 seconds to go in this first period. Back and forth we go. Finally, the Whalers seem to put some offensive push on as McNamee looks to get it back. Credited with the assist there was Liam Wolgemuth. Should honestly be the pad of Armazuich, and a shot out in front. Can it find off the post? And with 23 seconds to go, the Whalers look to make a final push down this ice in the first period. Led with speed by Mistretta. Mistretta dangling through some defenders, but he can't find it. Good check there by Napolitano. Back and forth now. Pinched free, and finally Craig will have it. 10 seconds. Craig with 8. Craig over, and he'll lose it. Saletto's got it now with 3. Saletto on the shot, and he scores! Vincent Saletto with 0.6 seconds to go in the first period gets another goal for the Bulls to extend their lead to 3-0. Just an unfortunate situation. He tries to get the pass, he whiffs on it, and Vincent Saletto is right there, beats the heavy stick of D'Angelo, plays it through, and right through the legs of Armazuich, and it's a 3-0 Smithtown Hauppauge lead. And that is it for the first period. 3-0 Smithtown Hauppauge as they lead the Southampton Whalers. And we'll be back after this. The buzzer sounds, intermission is over, and a fresh 15 on the clock. Here on the South Rinks, I'm Magnus Healy, taking you guys through this freshman matchup here on the LI Sports Network. And it's been a thrilling one to wind down this first period. 2 goals coming within what seemed like 2 minutes of each other, back-to-back for the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls, and that's kind of been the tale. They lull you into the fact that you're keeping up to them with 1 or 2 goals, and they pounce on you quickly. And we look at a 3-0 Smithtown Hauppauge lead over Southampton, as they look to continue their undefeated streak to now 2 seasons straight in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League division, which is just insane. To be able to do that for 5 games is a testament to your team's ability, but to be able to do it for 2 seasons is another thing. As we await the opening face-off here for the second period. One thing I do want to highlight, as I've realized kind of looking at the bench and surveying who is and who isn't on the ice, a big guy who I had mentioned at the top, Martin O'Sullivan, doesn't appear to be here tonight for the Whalers, so he's another duo. Him and D'Angelo got it really good together. McNamee with an early shot, but it's a blocker save from Thompson as it'll be sent back down low. McCourt with it now, he'll lose it, and it's eventually cleared by Beccarelli and company. Beccarelli in the neutral zone, he's got speed and numbers. He takes it wide at the far point. Out in front, a shot, blocker save from Armazuich. Rebound DiLorenzo out in front off the post. And a whistle is blown and a stoppage coming. As I believe that'll be a penalty coming on Aiden D'Angelo. So as I find out what, it'll be a power play nonetheless for Smithtown Hauppauge. 2 minutes on the clock and an opportunity now with 14:28 remaining in this second period to take advantage. As we look ahead now, Ozone faceoff. It's won by the Whalers. They need to clear here, important. This is a crucial penalty kill. Down your biggest man on the ice, as well as O'Sullivan I had mentioned at the top of the second period, missing as well. Behind the goal it goes. Pinched in the near boards. Who will have it? It'll be the Whalers. Nope, now it's the Bulls, as they'll have it down low with Napolitano. Napolitano trying to find him, and he does. He finds Di Lorenzo. Di Lorenzo through the neutral zone. And he'll lose it on the clear, looking for Menendez out in front, and it's finally cleared. A dangerous opportunity, but McCourt does his job. Bounced out low. Back out to the blue line. Napolitano with it now. Napolitano down low to Nicoletta. Nicoletta looking for someone. Back to Napolitano as they just play keep away. 1:18 to go in this power play, but a good penalty kill, rather, for the Whalers, as Napolitano takes it wide behind the net, bounces it off the boards for Melendez. Melendez, backhanded pass, intercepted quickly by Kessler. They look for something, they can't. Back down low for Napolitano, and finally a clear coming on a good stick check from Kessler as it's sent back down low. 55 seconds to go in this power play. Back down low, it hits off of one of his men entering the box. It was Kessler's leg I looked at hit off of, and it did. Napolitano with it now at the far point in his own defensive zone. He'll send it down the ice for an icing. So it'll stop the clock with 41 seconds to go in this power play and 13:08 to go in this second period. Thus far, a pretty solid penalty kill coming from the Southampton Whalers, on the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls, looking to stifle the momentum that they'd been building up following that goal to end the first period, with Vincent Stiletto coming with 0.6 seconds left on the clock here at the rinks. As an ozone faceoff coming for the Whalers, can they get a shorthanded one? That would be crucial. Can they win it? McNamee fighting for it. He has it. Can he get anything out in front? He can't. Sent it back. Centering bid. Can't find the stick of Goldstein. Bounces off. As Mucha with it now. Back to McNamee. McNamee doesn't have anyone. Tries to get a centering bid, but it's intercepted by Kern. Kern will have it down the ice now. Kern with speed. Blockers from row in front. Kern dangling through some defenders. Tries to protect the puck, but loses it. 20 seconds to go in this power play. DeBow with it with 19. Wrister wide. Bounces off the back. Orth one-timer. Blocker save. Rebound out in front from Kern. He'll try to flick it through, but a save coming from Marzuich as he sits on the puck. Wonders where it is and realizes, okay, only 3 goals, not 4. As now an ozone face-off coming for the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls. 8 seconds now. They'll have the upper hand. As they will win it. Kern loses it quickly, though, as they'll battle for it. It's pinched in the far boards. 2 seconds, 1, and a successful penalty kill coming from the Southampton Whalers is back onto the ice. Goes their big man as now McNamee has it, takes it wide, looks for someone, can't center it, and just skates slowly into the near boards. Back and forth as McCourt will have it. McCourt, spin move at the far point, takes it wide, looking for someone up top, can't, bounces it off the boards for Goldstein. Goldstein, puck's pinched in, they're intertwined, Mucha will try to clear it. He can, as now McNamee has it back out front. Down low, pad save though on the shot from McCourt. McNamee with it, McNamee out in front near the slot, can't find it, wrister high, hits off the rafters here, and a huge shot coming from McCourt, but no goal to show for it. As we've got 11:44 to go in this second period and a 3-0 Smithtown Hauppauge lead here on the LI Sports Network. As an ozone faceoff coming for the Whalers. Up top, D'Angelo looking to make a save, and he can't. Blocker save from Thompson as it's pinched into the near board. Scotty backhand clear, backs it to Harrington, and now John Mills has it. Mills takes it wide, pad save though from Marzuich the third. As they go back and forth now. As they'll win it, Minardi has it down the ice. Minardi with speed, takes it wide, just overskates the puck as some pressure from Wogelmuth as the Whalers will lose it in transition, and it finds the stick of Scotty. Scotty down the ice quickly now. Scotty looking for someone, tries to center it, and he can't find the stick of Catchin as they'll skate into the Whalers net, and the whistle is blown. They'll have to fix that quickly. As we look now, 11:09 to go in this second period. An ozone faceoff coming for the Bulls off of an unfortunate penalty kill coming. And actually, a penalty was called. I guess it'll be interference on Catchin for getting into his own net. I didn't know. that the whistle was blown there. And so now a power play coming from the Whalers, for the Whalers, excuse me, as I guess the referee's kind of explaining what he did wrong to the Bulls bench, clearing some confusion up. I guess the coaches are wondering what. And as soon as we find out, we will let you know, as it's Andrew Katchen interference, so I was correct on my assumption, as now D'Angelo has it on the power play. They need to capitalize, get back on it, but now all of a sudden they've lost it, and Napolitano heads down the ice for the Bulls. Dangling through some defenders, takes it wide, passes the stick of D'Angelo, wraps it around the front, but he can't find anything. Minardi with the interception. Minardi, back and forth they go, through the neutral zone. They've got the speed now. Minardi dangling through some defenders, takes it wide, wrister, pad save from Thompson. Is a minute and 30 to go in this power play. Back up top, Minardi through traffic, can't find it. Rebounded, and a clear from Scotty off the far boards, as now the Whalers will send it down the ice. They need something here to get back, caught within 2 goals. Through the near boards, they need Kessler back on the ice as well. He's on the bench. You'd like to see him back on. Goldstein with it now through the neutral zone. Goldstein, spin move. Almost a minute to go in this power play. Goldstein loses it on the check from Mills, playing some defense. Mills now owns the puck. Around the net he goes. Wraparound shot, pad save from Marzuich. Wogelmuth out top. Wrister wide. And it's sent around the ice, back up top for Mills. Mills skating backwards in the neutral zone. 10 to go in the second period, and 49 seconds to go in this power play. As now Stiletto will look for it. Backhanded pass from Harrington to McNamee. McNamee across the ice, saucer pass to D'Angelo. D'Angelo working with it now in the neutral zone. D'Angelo back to McNamee. McNamee with some fancy moves, but a stick check coming from Napolitano. It's won by Catalanato on the far side. McCourt with it. McCourt now down low to Harrington. Harrington through the neutral zone to McNamee. 25 seconds to go in this power play. They need something quick. McNamee takes it wide, looking for something. Gets it back up top to Goldstein. Goldstein loses it. Keeps it though. Battling, and it's finally cleared by Wogelmuth. Wogelmuth to Harrington, as Harrington has it for the Whalers. 10 seconds to go in this power play. McCourt sends it down with 9. As now it's handled quickly and soundly from Napolitano with 4. Harrington with 3, and Harrington with 1, and now the power play is over, and 2 straight successful penalty kills coming as the puck sends into the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls box for the second time tonight, with 9:03 to go in this second period. As a neutral zone faceoff coming, as now it'll be headed by, I believe that's Stiletto down there. And it will be. Stiletto on the red line, fighting with it from Minardi. Minardi will win it, as it's Bestrain Emptage who wins it. And now Minardi will handle it himself. Minardi through traffic, takes it wide, wraparound shot, centering bid, can't find the stick. Looked for Craig there, as now they'll head down the ice with speed. Checks coming, and they'll lose the puck. Jakir lost control. Jakir seen his first time tonight on the third line change. As now Minardi will head it down the far boards. Minardi out in front, but it's intercepted by DiLorenzo. 8:33 to go in the second period. It's pinched in at the near boards. Who's going to walk away with it? Bodies are flying, and it'll be DiLorenzo. Comes away untouched and sends it to the other side. Minardi, though, intercepts it quickly. Minardi to Craig. Craig sizing it up. Craig looking for something, and an offside's called on Minardi. With 8:16 to go in this second period, a quick little reset from both sides, and a neutral zone faceoff coming once again. As we look, Smithtown Hauppauge looking to extend this lead, become a little bit more comfortable with what they've got. And on the other side, the Whalers looking to get their second win of the season, kind of claw back in this freshman standings. There's a shot, not even a shot, I guess there was a saucer pass. No stick to find, though. Harrington with it up top, wrister wide. I mean, Thompson takes a good part of that net, kind of skates from post to post. Nothing really finding its way through. As we now look across the middle, it goes. Harrington with it. Harrington through the neutral zone, and it'll head to the other side now. Kessler chasing after it in pursuit. Can't find it, though, as that'll be Nicoletto with it. Nicoletto battling DiLorenzo, tries to clear it. Backhanded pass and a check to the far boards. Still no whistle blown, but eventually, and that'll be a power play coming for the Southampton Whalers on the penalty from DiLorenzo, as the referee on the near side here, out of my peripheral vision, held his hand up for a delayed penalty. as some chirping going on from the older guys down low. So a penalty coming as 2 minutes. Will bring us around 5:42 to go in the second period. If they can come away with a goal, that would be crucial. Make it quick here. Bring yourselves within 2. Get some momentum back on your side. That is the hopefulness. Will they win it? They will. Back down low to Craig. Craig to Goldstein. Goldstein dangling through. Sizes it up. Goldstein with it now. Goldstein down low. Hands it off to McNamee. McNamee centering it. Looking for something in the post. Can't get it. McNamee back out top to the blue line. Does a 360. Dumps it off backhanded. And now he'll lose it as Woolgamuth checks him into the boards. Down low they go. Woolgamuth playing some good defense. Wraparound shot. Centering, but he scores! And that's a goal for the Southampton Whalers as they get their first goal of the night and climb back within 2 on the power play goal. As we take a look, it's down low. Woolgamuth playing some good perimeter defense. Out in front, rebound, and it's poked through. I can't really see his numbers. They're blocked by his back plate. As I'll get the live update. I apologize, folks. His numbers are blocked by his back plate, but nonetheless, it is a 3-1 Smithtown Hauppauge lead. As that was Evan Goldstein with the goal there. So Evan Goldstein picking up his first one of the night and helps them climb back. Woolgamuth loses the puck out in front. Goldstein with the rebound looking for a centering opportunity. It's behind the net. Kern will intercept it though. Looks to get out of harm's way. Craig battling with him. Kern sends it back now down on the near side to Rowe. Rowe dangling through some defenders and they'll send it quickly to Mucha. Mucha dragging the puck as he's thrown into the boards by Harrington. Good defense there. 6:48 to go, second period. Back to 5-on-5 skating as the goal stopped the power play. Pinched in, back out front to McNamee. He'll intercept it. McNamee to Craig as down the ice the Whalers go now. They've got speed. And offside's called. That is unfortunate. Is just a skate too far. Was McCourt. Stefano McCourt just past the blue line, not in time. As it is 6:34 to go in this second period. A 2-goal lead now only for the Bulls as they look to continue to extend this further. But the Whalers on the other side look to climb back and keep in stride with the Bulls. Neutral zone face-off. Battled for, eventually won, but still battled for. And it's won by the Bulls. Kern with it down low. Kern back and forth. Kern with it now through traffic. And a good forecheck coming from O'Sullivan as O'Sullivan is here. I don't know if he was late to the game, but O'Sullivan is back on the ice, and that is a huge need as it's out in front, but a good clear coming from Armazuich. Is now, we'll see the man that I was mentioning and hyping up, O'Sullivan down the ice. Takes it wide, loses it briefly though to Orth. But those are 2 big guys now that you have on the ice. And Minardi, Kessler, O'Sullivan, and D'Angelo. So you've got a kind of a stacked crew now, and this will kind of maybe even the things up with straight 5s on the clock. 5:55 to go in the second period. As we look now, can they walk away with it? They have an ozone face-off coming. You've got D'Angelo at the top point. As who will you have taking the face-off? I believe it would be Minardi. So if Minardi could dish it back out top and get possibly a shot through the slot for the big stick of D'Angelo, they won't, but they'll have an opportunity down low instead. O'Sullivan with it. O'Sullivan back down, no. Takes it around the net, looking for something. Centering bid, possibly, no. Back and forth he goes, dangling the puck. As now Minardi has it. Minardi will take it through the slot, stop short. Back up top to the blue line, send it back down low. Rebounded, out in front, Minardi with it now. 360 with a pad save. What a save from Thompson. Mistretta has it, and a blocker save from Thompson again. Back in front, and a bad save from Thompson. And it's finally around the net. DiLorenzo with it now. DiLorenzo will take it north off the far boards, near corner now. Back, Scotty will have it. Scotty touches it, and now Mills will have it. Mills quickly intercepted, though, from Minardi. Mills will win it back quickly, and a whistle is blown. Is that a penalty? I believe it will be. As that was a great sequence earlier there. Back off the near board, rebounded, one save, follows it post to post. Minardi with a spin move, stays focused, pad save, and a great job there from Tyler Thompson, the netminder for the Bulls. as the neutral zone faceoff comes. Sent down low from Wohlgemuth, and he scores! Liam Wohlgemuth scores from the neutral zone. What a shot! I wasn't even ready. Just straight off the faceoff. It finds his stick. He just flicks it through effortlessly. Just figures, why not? I'll send it down low through traffic. I think he even caught Marzuich by surprise, just completely shocking him. I've never seen that before. A neutral zone score, though, coming from Liam Wohlgemuth, and a 4-1 Smithtown Hauppauge lead. And then back out in front, Catalanato flicks it high. He'll follow his shot, though, in the far corner, looking for something. Dangles through some defenders as he's kneed in the back. That was a little dirty. Nothing called, though, as it looked like McCourt got away with a little knee to the back of Catalanato. As nonetheless, Craig will have it down the ice. Wrister, and a good block there from Wohlgemuth. 14:32 to go in the second period. It's pinched in the near corner. Who will walk away with it? Nobody. Back up top now from McCourt. The far point, McCourt battles it, and it fouls out of play into the Southampton bench with 4:21 to go in the second period. But not after the quick neutral zone goal from Liam Wohlgemuth. Right off the face-off, just a one-timer. Caught Scott Marzuich III, the goalie for the Whalers, off guard. And certainly me up in the booth and the fans around me. But nonetheless, a 3-goal lead now. Back up top. Goldstein with it now through traffic, can't find it. Rebounded, and they'll lose it now. Beccarelli has it, his first time on the ice in a while. Beccarelli takes it wide, centering bid, and a blocker save from Marzuich. They go back and forth, finally at the far point. As Minardi will have it now through the neutral zone, does another spin move, delayed penalty coming. It's fought for by the Bulls. As the Bulls will have it now with comfortable position, led by DeBow. DeBow loses in the neutral zone, and a big hit from Minardi. Beccarelli collide, and back and forth we go. Minardi with it now in the far corner. Minardi loses it, though, on the stick check from DeBow. DeBow will send it back around up top for Harrington of the Whalers. McNamee with it. McNamee looking for a lane. Wrister out in front, and a chest save coming from Tyler Thompson, excuse me. With 3:25 to go in this second period, still a 3-goal lead for the Bulls. Line changes coming from both sides and an opportunity for fresh bodies on the ice. It's been back and forth. Not really a lot of downtime thus far. We've kind of seen some physical play. A few penalties that maybe should have been called that weren't. Both teams playing with some heart as the no-zone faceoff for the Whalers is chipped up, finds its way down into the stick of Mucha. Mucha will bounce it off the boards, but it's quickly intercepted by Mistretta. Back and forth. Mucha with it now. Mucha through the neutral zone. Mucha dishes it to Kern on the far side. Kern sizing it up, dangling through the defenders, takes it wide. Stops short. Orth with it at the top point. Wrister through traffic. Hits off Minardi, and they've got an opportunity now. Minardi gathers the puck. One man to beat it. Wohlgemuth. Stop short. Wrister wide. Pad save. Back to Minardi. 2:53 to go in the second period. Minardi backhanded pass down low. Sends it through to Kessler. Kessler out there. O'Sullivan. And O'Sullivan can't find it. Rowe looks to clear it now, and he does. Into the neutral zone. It's tapped by Bistrain and Page, and all of a sudden Mucha has it now. Mucha, Wrister, and a glove save. A good knockdown save from Marzuich. As now they battle back and forth. Back to the blue line for Orth. Through traffic, puck rattles and shot will not connect. Kern with it on the near boards. Kern up top to Wohlgemuth, and a whistle is blown, and I believe a penalty will be coming. So with 2:22 to go, and a 3-goal lead for Smithtown Hauppauge, an opportunity awaits them on the power play opportunity. As the penalty was on, I believe that is 27 Mistretta, excuse me. So a power play coming for the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls. 2 on the clock. It'll take up just about all of time in regulation, leave us with 22 seconds to go in this second period. Ozone face-off, Kern will have it. Kern will win it, back to Nicoletta. Nicoletta sizing up through traffic. elects not to, dumps it down to Kern. Kern with it across the zone. Kern, shot, chest save, rebound out in front. Kern with it again, but it evades the stick of Logan Kern for the Bulls, as now Goldstein will send it on the ice. Intercepted by Kern. Nicoletta with it now. Bulls playing some great defense. 1:37 to go in this power play. Nicoletta with it. Dangling through some defenders, avoiding the sticks. Out in front for Mucha, shot wide. As now on the far boards. Back and forth we go. And it's quickly won, but won back instantly by Napolitano. Napolitano with it now. Across the neutral zone. And he loses the puck quickly. Kern rebounds it, though, for the Bulls. Back up top to Nicoletta. Nicoletta downloaded for Napolitano through the slot. Elects to center it. Shot, pad, save, rebound out in front. And he's save, excuse me. I thought he had scored, but a save coming. It was a score. Looked like the referee had signaled towards the goal. As I believe that'll be Mucha credited with the goal there. Down low. Tries to shove it through it. Out in the pad. Rebounded by Mucha, and he slots it through on the far corner. Down low. So a 5-1 Smithtown Hauppauge lead on the power play goal. Coming from Joseph Mucha. So they'll send it back down quickly, but a glove save from Marzuich. As it was Joseph Mucha on the shot attempt from Catalanato. Takes credit on the rebound. Slots it through with 1:23 to go in the second period. Out in front, Mills with it. Mills, pad save from Marzuich. On the far side now for Katchen. Katchen, backhanded pass to Orth. Can he find it, though? As it's intercepted by McNamee. Orth loses it, and now O'Sullivan has it, the newly entered man. O'Sullivan down the ice with speed. He doesn't have the numbers, but he's got his stick. Shot off the face of Thompson as it's cleared quickly by Katchen. Under a minute to go in the second period. Sent down the ice. Scotty with speed. He overskates it just a tad bit, but he rebounds quickly to Katchen. Katchen shot. Pad save from Marzuich. As out in front, and he scores! Andrew Katchen with the goal. Takes advantage of the rebound. Misses his first shot attempt. Stays low in the slot. It's up top. Quickly sent back down low on the wrister. And he just pokes it through. A good job. Kind of perfect positioning for Andrew Katchen as he picks up his first goal of the night on his second shot on goal. And what was quickly a 1-0 lead in this first period as it suddenly looked like 6-1 in just an instant, really, here on the South Rinks, as Smithtown Hauppauge with a 6-1 lead with 40 seconds to go in the second period as they look to continue to pile it on here. Goldstein with it now for the Whalers, looking to respond. Goldstein takes it wide, shot, pad, save. Thompson just takes up so much room in this net. It's kind of hard to slot it through. You look at the size difference between Thompson and Marzuich the third, and it's quite large. As a big hit on the far boards as they battle for it, as Napolitano will lose it. Quickly, it's sent near the net as they'll rebound it out in front. It's sent around the near boards. Napolitano with it on the far side. Napolitano fighting through traffic. 4 seconds. Napolitano with 2. And it's through the neutral zone, and the buzzer sounds. And with that, the second period is concluded here on the South Rinks for this freshman matchup. And we'll be right back after this short break here on the LI Sports Network. the final 15 here on the South Rinks for this freshman matchup, and it has been all Bulls here tonight, dominating these Whalers here from Southampton. 6-1 Smithtown Hauppauge. As we look at some of their goal scorers tonight, the most recent one of which being Andrew Katchen, coming with 43 seconds to go in the third period. After Katchen, it was Mucha. After Mucha, it was Wolgemuth. And then Goldstein intercepted at a goal there for the Whalers, their only of the night. And then Soletto on the open net goal. Mills, Kern are all your goal scorers thus far tonight. So 6 different goal scorers for the Bulls. There's 15 minutes to go on this third period. It'll be a fresh set and an opening face-off to come, as some sticks being exchanged, it appears, but we'll be ready to go. At the center ice, everyone's ready. Puck drop from the referee, Becker. DiLorenzo will have it. Goldstein told to move back as we are underway in the third period. DiLorenzo will win the face-off for the Bulls. Bulls skating from left to right now in their white uniforms, and the Whalers in their maroon. From right to left is quickly Melendez has it down the ice, but he'll lose it, and McNamee has it. He'll send it down, working in tandem with Craig. McNamee to Goldstein. He'll get the puck intercepted by Napolitano, though. Loses it, and he's checked very aggressively into the boards. No penalty on the play, though. Craig sent it behind his own net. Napolitano with it. 30 seconds gone by in this third period. Still 6-1, Smithtown Hauppauge. Off the near boards. McNamee with it. Loses it quickly, though, and now Beccarelli will send it down the ice. Beccarelli skating through some defenders, dangling the puck, takes it wide, centering bit out in front, intercepted by McNamee. McNamee loses it off some skates. McNamee gathers, Harrington with it. Harrington loses it to DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo takes it wide, does a circle, and Napolitano with it at the top. Napolitano wrists it through traffic, pad save, rebound out in front, and it's cleared. Back up top to Wolgemuth. Wolgemuth saucer pass to Napolitano. Napolitano loses it, Napolitano loses it. Craig has it now. Napolitano sent it down low, 13:54 to go behind his own net as it's quickly fought for as Wolgemuth has it. Rister hits off of his own teammate Beccarelli as shot will fall, and finally the Whalers send it down the ice, this time to McNamee. McNamee looking to clear it, skating backwards through traffic. Stick checks coming from Melendez as they'll still fight for it. Nothing to show for it though nonetheless. Loose stick, Goldstein will pick it up as pace of play has certainly slowed down. The Smithtown Hauppauge team has kind of settled their pace now a little bit more conservative. So they were kind of firing shots left and right. We saw a goal from Wolgemuth coming in the neutral zone as now O'Sullivan has on the far point. O'Sullivan shot through traffic out in front, and a glove save coming from Thompson. So 13:08, a little before 2 minutes gone by in this third period. A shot for either side. So a little bit of aggression. But if you're the Whalers, 5 goals to the #1 team in your division is a lot. But for a team that has kind of really allowed 5 goals a game, it's nothing off the ordinary. It's more the fact that you haven't gotten it going on offense, and that's just a testament to how good they are on defense. But nonetheless, scoring anything against this shot and a glove save. O'Sullivan has his first shot of the night as he gives his props there to the goalie, Thompson. Little tip of the cap. But if you're scoring any amount of goals on the #1 team and how competitive they are, it's a good thing. Yeah, obviously you want to win, but it's one of those moral victories at this point, and he scores! A shot straight off the face-off, and that's a goal for Martin O'Sullivan. His first of the night, as the puck hadn't even been down more than like a second, and we saw that earlier with Wolgemuth, and Martin O'Sullivan gets the goal this time. It's flicked back. O'Sullivan has it at the far zone, flicks it through traffic just past the outstretched glove of Thompson, and a 6-2 lead now as the Whalers climb back with 12:49 to go in this third period. Back and forth we go as O'Sullivan has it again now. O'Sullivan stops quickly, but nothing to show for it. Sends it around the ice. Back behind the net, led by Orth. Orth bounces it off the boards back to O'Sullivan at the far zone. Back up top to Kessler. Back and forth, puck in the air, knuckling through. Finally on the ground now. Or ice, led by D'Angelo. D'Angelo dumps it through to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan now, far side. Rister, high. 12-17 to go. O'Sullivan has it now. D'Angelo. Stick check coming from Orth as he'll lose it. As Orth sends it down the ice for Kern. Kern, one man to beat. Kern working through some defenders. Takes it wide. Stops quickly. Centering bid to the stick of Rowe. Rowe out in front. And loses it, but a rebound out in front. Is it in? It's not. And Orth is sent into the far boards. Big hit. And that'll be a penalty coming. We await to see on who, but with 11:56 to go in this third period, a power play will be coming for someone. Who will they send to the boards? It'll be on the Whalers, as that there is Cam Minardi. So he'll be serving the penalty, and that's not what you want to see if you're the Whalers. You just get the goal with O'Sullivan, who was the guy you wanted earlier in this game. You needed him in. You get the opportunity to claw back, possibly bring yourself within 3, and then you kind of inflict a self-inflicted wound, per se. And now you have a power play, and your opportunity kind of tarnished now. As an ozone face-off won by the Whalers. Behind their own net they go. He loses it. Scotty fights for it as Katchen has it. Already one goal on the day. Now up top to Napolitano. Wrister through traffic out in front. And a save from Armazuich, as the penalty was on Minardi for roughing. So nonetheless, 11:41 to go in this third period. 1:46 to go in this power play. You would, honestly, the ideal situation is a shorthanded goal for the Whalers, obviously, because you don't lose the time, but at the same time, the power play is still going to be on even if you score a shorthanded goal. So it does you no good, essentially. So you're kind of forced in a no good situation to eat this power play up. Hopefully you get a good penalty kill off, as now on the far side we go. Led down the ice by Wolgemuth. Wolgemuth through some defenders, takes it wide, wraps it around, centering bit out in front, shot high from DiLorenzo. Wolgemuth follows his pass though. Wolgemuth out in front. Top to Scotty through traffic. Mills with the rebound, but nothing to show for it. Great clear coming from McCourt, as it's finally sent powerfully around the ice. But back up top to Napolitano at the near point. Napolitano wrister through traffic, blocker save from Armazuich. Mills finds the rebound, just past the stick of Wolgemuth. Is now down the ice. It goes. 54 seconds to go in this power play. Napolitano to Mills. Mills through the neutral zone with speed. Mills dangling through some defenders, drags the puck, protects it. Pinch on the far side as he'll win it. Out in front to Katchen. Katchen shot wide. Around the boards it goes. Back up top to the Napolitano. Excuse me. That's the bow. The near side. Puck comes free, finds Scotty, but he just overskates as they'll look to win it briefly with McCourt. As now, here we go. Napolitano with a one-on-one with the net. Wrister, pad save. He'll find the rebound, though, behind the net. 17 to go in this power play. As it's in the neutral zone, so it appears, as it stands, the Whalers will have a successful penalty kill on this Bulls power play. So that's what you needed. And now you've got a 10-second push to try to put yourself with 4 goals. It's not impossible, but it's certainly a difficult task. As DeBow has it for the Bulls, they'll send it down the ice. Quickly intercepted, though, by D'Angelo as he'll send it. And an icing is called with 9:43 to go in this third period. But an opportunity now. If you are the Whalers, you're back to 5-on-5 skating. So an opportunity for you to kind of capitalize and move forward. Push maybe yourself within 3, as it's not ideal to have a penalty there on Minardi, who's been really great in the slot. Got some opportunities on some rebounds, but nothing to show for it. Still a 6-2 is a good showing against a team like the Bulls. As Orth has it, he's shoved down by O'Sullivan. As behind the net we go. Behind Armazuich. As to the near point. Through traffic, Minardi has it now. Minardi skating quickly towards it as he takes it wide, looking for something. Minardi shot, chest save, rebounded by Craig. Can't find anything, though, as it's quickly cleared by Thompson. Pinched into the near boards. Who will walk away with it? Nobody to show. Minardi finally has it. Centering bid just past the stick of O'Sullivan. Shot high. 9:05 to go in the third period. Back and forth. O'Sullivan with it now at the blue line. O'Sullivan stops. O'Sullivan across. Shot wide. That's time from Mistretta. Fought for. As D'Angelo has it now at the far point. D'Angelo shot high and wide. as the Whalers are kind of just flying off some desperation shots here, as Craig will have it, skating backwards into his own defensive zone for the Whalers. Take it near his own net out in front in the slot as he'll send it down to Minardi. Minardi now does a full 360. He'll look to gain some speed, sends it down the ice. Minardi through the neutral zone, entering his offensive zone, takes it wide on his knees out in front, and it's cleared. Good job by Orth getting out of harm's way as Minardi just falls to his knees and glides towards the net. As now an opportunity now, down the ice they go quickly as Catalanato couldn't capitalize, as a great forecheck coming by McCourt. As with 8:03 to go in this third period, the Bulls just playing defense now, as an icing is called with under 1 second under 8 minutes. Call it 7:59 in this third period. And it appears to me that the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls will walk away 5-0 tonight. And the Whalers will fall to 1-4 unless a miracle happens tonight. But I assume none, as a blocker save coming on the shot from Harrington. As it's finally cleared, Beccarelli has it now. Beccarelli with speed, one-handed, takes it wide, stops him in a quick forecheck coming from McCourt as he'll lose it, battling back and forth. Beccarelli with it, and a whistle is blown. As we take a look ahead for honestly either side, Southampton following this game, they'll go and they'll play Ward Melville on the 12th of November. Ward Melville, pretty strong program as well. And then for Smithtown Hauppauge, following this matchup, they will go on November 8th, only 5 days from now, quickly. And they will play Eastport South Manor, their freshman team, who had a barn burner. Honestly, the freshman game of the year against Longwood, an overtime thriller. 3 goals within 30 seconds to tie it up. Just no words could describe it. As a big check coming on Beccarelli, and that'll be a penalty. Just more self-inflicted wounds from the Whalers tonight. No penalty, excuse me. It was actually an offsides. I had seen a point and a whistle and some frustrated faces, but they get lucky. Just an offsides and a neutral zone face-off coming. As they'll have it now, Melendez will win it. Melendez loses it quickly to Goldstein. Goldstein skating through. He'll send it through the neutral zone, back down low. Wogeluth will have it for the Bulls. Takes it in front of his own net, past the stick of O'Sullivan. He'll stick check and send him into the boards. As whistle is blown, as someone is down on the near side and some pushing and shoving goes on. As we see a Bull down on the near side. You don't want to see that, as we'll step aside here on the LI Sports Network. And we're back here on the LI Sports Network. We're thankful to see that Liam Wogemuth gets up on his own power. He comes to the near sideline as he'll come off the ice for a little bit. We hope to see him back at some point tonight with the remaining 6:57 to go in this third period. He contributed all he could to the team. He gets a goal from the neutral zone with 5:02 to go in the second period, as the players getting a little bit chippy, just making sure everything's okay as the far side referee clearing some stuff up, as you never want to see a player go down. But fortunately for everyone, he is back up on his own power and strong. As with 6:57 to go, once we get everything sorted out here on the LI Sports Network here on the South Ranks, we will be back to play in this third period as some friendly discussions coming from either side. I see some smiles from Becker, Mucha, and McCourt. So we await. I believe there will be a penalty coming on D'Angelo. I would assume so, because he was the one who checked Wolgemuth into the boards. So he'll be serving a penalty there. As we'll just look to kind of see what happens. I think there will be another penalty being served from Beccarelli. I believe, yeah, they'll put Beccarelli in the box as well. As Beccarelli was just retaliating, I guess, for his own team. So it'll be 4-on-4. Pleading his case. As everything's kind of just being sorted out. It's a little bit confusing, but we know for sure D'Angelo's in the box, and it appears to me that so is Beccarelli. So Nicholas Beccarelli will serve a penalty in the box. So 4-on-4 we will go. As it's kind of just sheer confusion. A lot happened within 30 seconds here on the South Rinks. I apologize. We're getting this sorted out slowly but surely. Referee's kind of talking things over with the coaches, explaining what's to happen. As kind of discovering things out on the fly here. I don't know who's serving what, as Beccarelli will be in the box, and so will D'Angelo. So I believe we will have 4-on-4. I see Minardi on the ice. I see McCourt. I see Harrington. And I see McNamee. So yes, 4-on-4, and we are finally set and ready to go. An ozone face-off, but I don't believe. So they have Beccarelli in the box, but there's no. This is confusing. Okay. Nonetheless, Smithtown Hauppauge has 5, and the Whalers have 4. Beccarelli's in the box, but whatever. Nonetheless, we're back here, and a shot early from DeBow is wide, so a power play for the Bulls, as they'll win the ozone face-off and send it to the near boards. It's pinched in and won away by Minardi, as a failed check there from Napolitano. As DeBow has it, he'll send it across the ice, saucer pass to Mucha off the boards, over skates it just a little bit, and it's finally won by Mistretta. Behind the boards, they take it, led by DeBow. DeBow back around. DeBow, saucer pass through traffic, intercepted quickly by Harrington. Harrington saucer wide. Knuckling puck around the near corner. Far corner, excuse me. It's sent around and a check into the boards, and that'll be a penalty coming from DeBow. As I believe now we'll have 4-on-4. So now the penalty box for the Bulls is getting pretty crowded, as now you've got Murator, who's, I think Murator's just chilling in there, enjoying his night, as now it'll be DeBow and Beccarelli. So we will have 4-on-4 now. Even skating for both sides. 6:14 to go in this third period. 4-on-4 we go. Ozone face-off coming for the Whalers. As, never mind. Oh no, he's just filling up his water. I thought Logan Kern was on the ice now, but he skates across. Okay. 4-on-4 ozone face-off for the Whalers. DeBow in the box. Up top to Harrington for the Whalers. Back down low. Pass the stick of Goldstein. They'll send it around the ice. Behind the net of his own goes Orth. Orth looking for someone. Skating through traffic. Stick check through the neutral zone, but tapped down by Goldstein. Goldstein looking through. Goldstein to McNamee. McNamee stops it. Touch. 5:53 to go. 56 to go, and the power play, or the penalty for O'Sullivan, as they'll have a chance of 5-on-4, as their penalty will expire before the Bulls will. As around the ice we go. Napolitano handles it now. Napolitano through the neutral zone to Scotty. Scotty loses it, but Mills quickly regains it. Shot and a glove save from Armazuich. So a lot of confusion to open up the half of this third period, but nonetheless, we regain ourselves here and we set our sights 4-on-4, 5-on-4, whatever it is, we've got hockey here on the South Ranks tonight. As we take a look for the rest of the schedule, we've got right now on the North Ranks a developmental game between East Islip and West Islip, where East Islip leads 3-2. Crosstown rivalry. As on the other side, we've got later on the South Ranks, Smithtown JV against East Islip JV. Brady Campbell will be on that call. And then later on, a varsity game between East Islip and Ward Melville. And Sachem JV, Northport JV. And then West Islip against Pat Med. And a save coming from Armour Zewich. So nonetheless, games ahead of us and what has been a confusing one here on the South Ranks. We get the opportunity, and the penalty will soon be over. 3 seconds for O'Sullivan remaining on his penalty, as now they'll have 47 seconds for the Whalers of 5-on-4, so an opportunity to capitalize with 5 minutes to go in this third period. Ozone faceoff, and 2-1, and O'Sullivan is allowed back on the ice now. Is Beccarelli pleading his case, arguing a little bit. He's frustrated. A centering bid and a shot wide coming from Kern. Soletto with it now. Back to DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo shot wide. As now back down we go. Sent around the boards. DiLorenzo up top. Back around we go. Just back and forth from point to point behind the net. The Bulls have gone all game as Orth has it. Orth's pass intercepted by Harrington. Harrington dumps it into the neutral zone. As quickly down they go, led by Kessler. Kessler crossed to McNamee, loses the puck out in front, rebounded, and a blocker save. And it's corralled in. And now we're back to 5-on-5. Every man is back on the ice. Catalanato for the Bulls. Beccarelli's back into his own sideline as we finally have the option. As actually the penalty for O'Sullivan was a roughing and an interference, so he's serving actually a little bit extra time. But nonetheless, they can have 5 on the ice. Ozone faceoff for the Whalers. They lose it, and back down they go. Sent around to the near point. Whalers have it, sent it back down low, led by Kessler. Napolitano with it, sends it across to the far side. McNamee has it. McNamee takes it into the neutral zone, looking for someone. Dishes it to the near side for Minardi. Minardi takes it around. Dangling through some defenders. Saucer pass intercepted by Napolitano. Up in traffic as Melendez will have it now down the ice. Melendez takes it wide, trying to get around Minardi. He'll take it around the boards. Back up top. Down low, and nothing to show for it. As now Goldstein will have it. Goldstein looks to clear it. Saucer pass. Dumps it through the neutral zone, and they've got an opportunity now, led by McNamee. McNamee out in front, centering bit to Minardi. Shot! And a good save out in front again. And on his back he is, but a good job there from Tyler Thompson. As we'll take a look at that in a second, when action slows down here on Southridge, but good job from Tyler Thompson, sprawled out on the ice. As pressure coming again from Minardi. Intercepted quickly as Mucha will look to clear it. Mucha down through the neutral zone. Quickly down, takes it wide, across to the far corner. Defense from Harrington, behind the net they go as he's checked into the boards and a whistle is blown. As we'll take a look back at that save from Thompson on the sequence there. A really good saucer pass from Goldstein to McNamee as McNamee kind of draws Orth towards him, has the centering bit, a good job, just a little bit too firm past the stick of Minardi and a good little pad save, and then eventually he finds himself on his back, just sprawling his arms out, hoping nothing finds the net, and his hopes do come true as another penalty is called, and more confusion on the far side for the Whalers, trying to figure out who, what, when, where, why, and how. As with 2:58 to go, 4 on the ice for the Whalers, and the penalty is on Harrington for checking into the far boards. That'll be a roughing. As now down low they go. As Napolitano will take it behind his own net now. Handling it is DeBow. DeBow across the neutral zone with speed. DeBow takes it wide to the far point. Shot, and he scores! Dylan DeBow adds to this Smithtown Hauppauge lead. 7-2 on his first goal of the night, coming on the power play. Take a look. Takes it wide. This was a really hard angle to shoot from. I thought he was just going to like to send it around the boards, but he cuts it back in a little bit, and he goes up top where the mama hides the cookies. As that'll be a 5-goal lead now for the Bulls here on the South Rinks for this freshman matchup. And I think officially you could say the undefeated season remains for the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls team, as they have not lost a game in over 365 days, which is an insane thing to say out loud. A shot out in front, rebound near, but good job Thompson corralling it a little as 2:26 to go in this third period. They didn't lose last season. Not quite sure what they did the season prior, but if I had to guess, they probably didn't lose then. So we could be looking at a winning streak of upwards of 500 days, but who knows? Back up top, one-timer. Shot wide from Harrington. Did he score? It was a goal. A wraparound shot, and I believe that was McNamee on the goal. He has it. Bounces it off the boards to Harrington. Harrington on the one-timer, it's wide. Corralled in by McNamee, who through the legs rattles off some defenders. Is that count as an own goal? I don't know. I guess it's an unassisted goal, whatever it may be. McNamee, I assume, will be credited with that goal, as he tries to center it, but it rattles off some Bulls defenders and sneaks its way into the net. So unlucky, but a goal nonetheless. As back and forth we go. Now a 7-3 Smithtown Hauppauge lead. They fight back a little bit as Harrington was the latest penalty. Still no update on who they're going to credit with the goal, making a decision they are. As now down low go the Bulls, back up top to DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo through traffic into the slot, shot wide. Scotty with the rebound behind the net. Out in front for DiLorenzo again, shifts it through traffic. Nothing to show for. Wraparound shot out in front. Scotty can't find it. Scotty back off the pad. Did it sneak through? We await. And I believe that's a save from Marzuich. So on some confusion, collusion, and some shots rattling behind the net, what nearly might have batted off his skate and found its way into the net, out of harm's way on a Scott Marzuich save. With 1:22 to go in the third period, a 4-goal lead for the Bulls. Still nobody officially credited with that goal. It should go to McNamee, but who may know? As now they'll have it. Down the ice they go. Goldstein had it for a second, but he loses it as Orth with it now. Orth, wrister, glove save, and it's quickly dropped back out. Electing not to stop the clock, keep play going. Under a minute to go in this third period. Out in front, pad save. Back from Melendez, but it's finally cleared. Back down they go, but an offsides called on McNamee. Look at that hip mobility. That was a full-on split on the ice there from Tyler Thompson. I hurt a little bit watching that, but that's why he's a goalie. As with 54.6 seconds to go in this third period, an ozone face-off to come for the Bulls, who look to kind of cruise their way to 5-0 and set their sights on next week against Ward Melville. As an ozone face-off coming. Won quickly by Soletto. Up top to Napolitano through traffic wide. Rebound out in front. Quickly cleared under 50 seconds to go. Up top to Orth. Orth saucer pass across to Katchen. Katchen shot through traffic. Glove save. I don't see celebrations. It was a save. Okay. It looked like Soletto was looking in the net, but nonetheless, Marzuich with a save. 40.4 seconds to go in this third period. As another ozone faceoff comes for the Bulls. They win it. Back up top to Napolitano again. Through traffic, shot pad save. Back out in front, behind the net they go. Quickly, and they finally get a little bit of a breathing room here. Orth with it, 30 seconds. To the far corner, Catalanato with 25 seconds. Back and forth. Catch him with it with 19 seconds. Near corner for Saletto with 14. Saletto wrap around, try no good. Back up top to Orth with 10. Orth down low, rebound out in front, Katchen, and he scores! I believe the rebound off of Katchen finds the way to Catalanato's stick as a last-second goal. You see Saletto wraps it around, can't find anything, sends it back up top. Shot from Orth down low. Finds Katchen. Katchen rattles off, and I believe Catalanato gets it in there. So Catalanato picks up a goal with 6 seconds to go and is a 5-goal lead for Smithtown Hauppauge. It's sent down 2-1, and that is the final here on the South Rinks. Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls with 8 goals, and the Southampton Whalers with 3. That's the final here for this freshman matchup on the South Rinks here on the LI Sports Network. Smithtown Hauppauge will advance to 5-0, and the Whalers will advance to 1-4 on the season. A little unlucky draw for them tonight, some rebounds, but they'll look to improve on the next 45. As I'm Magnus Healy saying so long here on the South Rinks from the LI Sports Network.